We're going to go through some multiple choice questions. It says a cell from a turkey's wing contains 40 chromosomes. How many chromosomes are there in an unfertilized turkey egg? Okay, we've talked about an egg is a gamete, and if you recall, a sex cell, a gamete, right, this is a sex cell, it's unfertilized, has half the genetic information needed to produce an offspring. So if it had 40 chromosomes, then an unfertilized egg of this animal would have half that amount, and so we would pick the answer 20. Here's a question. This is over material we have not covered yet. It says a scientist runs an electric current along a wire. A magnetic compass is placed near the wire. The scientist observes that whenever the current is on, the compass needle moves. Why does the compass needle move? One of the options is the current creates an electric field around the wire. So the question is, would an electric field move a compass needle? I think compass needles work because of magnets. Really, a compass needle is a little. So if I was just thinking of, okay, I don't know, we haven't studied this yet, but I know that a compass needle deals with magnetism. I'm going to guess this is not the answer. I don't know how an electric field would necessarily do anything to a magnet in this case. The current creates a magnetic field around the wire. Ooh, now if we have a magnetic field around the wire, that could totally make the compass move. Let's read the other ones. The current adds electric charge to the compass needle. Again, compass needles are magnets. Electric charges, not so, doesn't do anything to them. The current increases the force of gravity on the compass needle. Oh, now they're reaching. That's a distractor. Okay. So the answer was the current creates a magnetic field around the wire, and that's actually true. And the state said a current passing through a wire creates a magnetic field around a wire, and the magnetic field exerts a magnetic field on the compass needle. Another question. A scientist studies a newly discovered plant. Which question should the scientist ask to find out whether it reproduces sexually or asexually? Remember, asexual reproduction, it only takes one parent to reproduce through mitosis, and that offspring is genetically identical to the parent. Whereas in sexual reproduction, you need two organisms of the opposite sex, and they reproduce through cell division called meiosis. And the offspring is genetically different from the parent because they're a mixture of the two. So how long does the plant live? Not going to help me. How many cells does the plant have? I'm wondering. Maybe as a student I'm like, does that make a difference? I don't know. Let me go on. How many offsprings does the plant produce over its lifespan? I don't understand what A and C really have to do with the question. D, how does the genetic makeup of the plant compare to its offspring? Ding, 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 ding. The genetic makeup of the offspring of sexual reproduction will be different than the parents. The genetic makeup of the offspring from asexual reproduction will be the same as their parent. A geologist hiking through the woods in Ohio finds rocks containing fossils in a stream. The fossils look similar to animals currently living in the ocean. What conclusions should geologists make based on the discovery of these fossils? Okay, they've given you some hints here that I'm going to show you before we read the choices. We are in the woods along a stream. So we're in the woods along a stream. The fossils washed upstream from the fossils, or from the ocean. Now, if they would have said downstream, I could buy that. But when does anything go upstream? A, no. B, animals that live in streams today lived in oceans long ago. Possible. The area of the woods and stream was an ocean long ago. Possible. The area with the stream will become part of the ocean in the future. No, that has nothing to do with anything. So we eliminate A and D. So we're at B and C. Okay, so when I think about fossils, I'm thinking about animals that once existed a long time ago. And usually where you find fossils, it was usually covered with water at one time. So the best answer is the area of the woods and streams was an ocean long ago. Because, and you know this because the fossils were similar to animals currently living in the ocean. So odds are that area was once ocean at one time and those animals died and became fossilized, but then the ocean is no longer there. The state said the fossils provide evidence that the rocks were deposited in an ancient ocean that was in the area of the stream long ago.